Top 10 action movies on Netflix. From war epics and westerns to sci-fi thrillers and heist flicks, action movies span all sorts of genres. Whether you're in the mood for a movie about assassins, agents, vigilantes, villains, spies, soldiers, or anything in between, Netflix has it all. Hey guys, welcome to your entertainment channel Netflix Tops, where we tell you about the top-rated movies and series on Netflix. So grab your popcorn and stay with us until the end of the video, because today's video is going to list down the top 10 action movies to watch on Netflix. So let's get started. Number 10. Bullet Train. Bullet Train is a 2022 American action comedy film directed by David Leitch from a screenplay by Zak Olkewicz. It is based on the 2010 novel Maria Beetle by Kōtarō Isaka. The film stars Brad Pitt as a former assassin who must battle fellow killers while riding a Tokaido Shinkansen Hikari train. In addition to Pitt, the film also stars Joey King, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry, and Andrew Koji. Ladybug is an unlucky assassin who's determined to do his job peacefully after one too many gigs has gone off the rails. There is a lot happening on this bullet train, from Tokyo to Kyoto. There is a grieving father, Yuichi Kimura, Andrew Koji, bent on taking revenge on the person who critically injured his son by pushing him off the road. There is Ladybug, Brad Pitt, an assassin who has found a new purpose in life after his therapist Barry showed him the way. Ladybug is on the train to retrieve a suitcase. Fate, however, may have other plans, as his latest mission puts him on a collision course with lethal adversaries from around the globe, all with connected yet conflicting objectives on the world's fastest train. Number 9. The Gray Man. When the CIA's top asset, his identity known to no one, uncovers agency secrets, he triggers a global manhunt by assassins set loose by his ex-colleague. When the CIA's most skilled operative, whose true identity is known to none, accidentally uncovers dark agency secrets, a psychopathic former colleague puts a bounty on his head, setting off a global manhunt by international assassins. Number 8. Kate. What happens when a trained assassin realizes she only has 24 hours to live after being poisoned? She goes on an epic mission through the streets of Tokyo to take down her enemies, naturally, and that's exactly what goes down in this action thriller starring Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Kate is an assassin and expert sniper who eliminates targets chosen by her trusted mentor and handler, Varric. After she was left orphaned as a child, Varric raised her as a father figure, giving her extensive training in weapons and combat, and eventually inducting her into the private team of network specialists. Early on in the film, Kate is secretly given a deadly dose of polonium-204, and as a doctor explains, she only has one night to settle her affairs. To stave off the effects of the poison, she takes stimulants, 5 to be exact, to keep going through the night. Number 7. Hold the Dark. Hold the Dark is as cutthroat a thriller as they come. The 2018 Netflix film, based on the novel of the same name by William Gerlendy, tells the story of a writer/wolf expert who is hired to investigate the disappearance of a missing child, only for more savage secrets to be revealed. In this thriller, a naturalist is brought to a desolate Alaskan village to search for the wolves that are suspected to have killed 3 children. As it turns out, the truth is even more terrifying. Number 6. In the Shadow of the Moon. Jim Michaels' sci-fi crime thriller mixes up time travel, Zodiac-like levels of obsessive detective work, and a dash of politics with this unseen Netflix original. Boyd Holbrook stars as a police officer who stumbles into a horrendous series of crimes and winds up locked in the cat-and-mouse exchange that will define decades of his life and mix him up in some twisted, tragic time travel saga that could save the future of the country. An obsessive crime drama that mostly keeps it low-key despite the extreme stakes. In the Shadows of the Moon has an occasional unfortunate habit of thinking it's more ahead of the audience than it really is, but it's still an intriguing, engrossing, and damn good-looking time travel saga that's well worth a watch. Number 5. Berlin Syndrome. Claire Havel, Teresa Palmer, is a young Australian photojournalist on a vacation in Berlin. She's living the dream, taking in the sights, falling in love with a new city, and just maybe falling in love with a handsome local man, Andy, Max Reimelt, who strikes up a passionate romance with her. But after she goes back to his place for a romantic night, she wakes up the next morning to realize he's locked her in his apartment on his way to work. And with a slow dawning terror, she understands that he never intends to let her out. This is how we enter Berlin Syndrome, Kate Shortland's taut thriller, which takes us through every step of their courtship and Claire's subsequent imprisonment in a slow-burn portrait of psychological terror and the human capacity for survival. Number 4. Cam. a tense thriller about ambition, identity, and survival in the internet age. Cam stars Madeline Brewer as Alice, a successful cam girl intent on climbing to the top of the ranks, an ambition that goes rather well until she logs on one day to find out she's been replaced by a cheerful doppelganger who's taken her face and her career. From there, Cam follows Alice in a surreal rabbit hole as she tries to discover who's behind her new web clone and how to reclaim her life, building a growing sense of unease and sick helplessness as Alice's reality drops out from under her. Screenwriter Isamazi and director Daniel Goldhaber are a dynamic creative team who bring a refreshing, non-exploitive approach to the often untouched subject matter while staging a dazzling and disorienting plummet through the pitfalls of internet identity and the intensity of ambitious careerism. Number 3. Apostle. Brace yourself for some bloody, brutal thrills with Apostle, the horror thriller from the Raid director Gareth Edwards, who turns his attention from breathless action to stomach-churning tension. Legion star Dan Stevens delivers another swing for the fence's performance as a man who infiltrates a rural cult that's taken his sister hostage and discovers some deeply disturbing truths behind the utopian facade. Evans's slow burn pays off with a mighty explosion of viscera, and a strong stomach is required for the blood-soaked finale, which veers from suspense to full-on carnage. Number 2. Uncut Gems. If you don't mind a thriller that will give you the most anxiety as its central character keeps making one bad decision after another, check out the excellent Uncut Gems. Released in 2019, the film stars Adam Sandler as a Jewish jeweler and gambling addict in New York City's Diamond District, who must track down an expensive gem he purchased in order to pay off his debts. As captured by directors Josh Safdie and Benny Safdie, the film covers Sandler's journey almost down to the minute as the stakes grow more serious with each passing hour. Sandler gives one of his best performances of his career here, but be forewarned, this one is intense. Number 1. Ava. Ava follows former soldier turned assassin Ava, Jessica Chastain, as she completes missions assigned to her by a handler/mentor, Duke, John Malkovich, and tries to reconnect with her estranged family. Ava is in the brink of retirement, but others in the agency don't want to just let her go. Not only does Ava have to deal with family baggage and keeping the true nature of her job a secret, but she also has to contend with the target on her back as her former colleagues hunt her down. Chastain is great in this role and plays the multiple facets of Ava well, portraying her as a strong and capable assassin and as a caring daughter and sister. In a world where male assassins and spies like John Wick, Jason Bourne, and James Bond are household names, it's wonderful to see Ava added to the ranks of strong women agents on screen. And this brings us to the end of the video. What are your thoughts on today's video? Share with us in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing movie reviews coming your way. And thank you for watching.